The movie begins with Janiyah Wilkinson, a single mother trying to take care of her sick daughter, Arya. They live in a small, noisy apartment that's falling apart. Every night, Janiyah struggles to sleep, worried about Arya's health. She dreams of carrying her daughter out of a hospital, and when she wakes up, her heart feels heavy with fear. She gently wakes Arya for school and helps her get ready. Arya, sweet but upset, ruins her school project and tells her mom that the teacher said she couldn't afford lunch in front of the class. Embarrassed and hurt, Janiyah stays quiet. Before leaving for work, she gives some spare change to a disabled neighbor, but is stopped by her landlord, who threatens to evict her if the rent isn't paid by 10 a.m. After dropping Arya off at school, Janiyah rushes to her grocery store job, already late. Her boss scolds her while angry customers yell. One throws a bottle at her when a payment fails, and instead of helping, her boss tells her to clean it up. Later, a coworker comforts her, but the small kindness doesn't last long. Janiyah gets a call saying Arya had a seizure in the bathtub and is hurt. When she begs to leave, her boss refuses and says she must be back in 30 minutes or lose her job. Panicking, she runs to the bank to cash her check but finds a long line. By the time she gets to the school, it's too late. Child services are there. They say Arya will be taken away because of neglect. Janiyah begs them not to and warns that Arya needs her medicine, but they ignore her. Heartbroken, she watches as they take Arya away. Crying in the rain, Janiyah accidentally cuts off an off-duty cop while driving. He gets angry, forces her off the road, and when another officer arrives, he doesn't help. Instead, he impounds her car for expired papers. Soaked and hopeless, she goes back to work, but her boss fires her for being late and still refuses to give her paycheck. Janiyah returns home to find her things thrown outside. With nothing left, she screams in pain. Desperate, she storms into the store to demand her pay. But at that moment, two robbers enter. When one grabs her bag, she fights back, takes his gun, and shoots him. Her boss accuses her of planning the robbery, and in panic, she shoots him too, then grabs her check and runs. At the bank, just before closing, a kind manager lets her in. But when the teller refuses to cash the check without ID, Janiyah, out of options, pulls the gun and begs for her money. The alarm goes off, and police surround the building. Detectives Raymond and Grimes learn about her story, eviction, job loss, and her daughter taken away, and hurry to the scene. Inside, Janiyah insists she's not a robber, just a mother who needs her paycheck to feed Arya. The bank manager, Nicole, stays calm and tells the teller to process the check to keep everyone safe. Outside, the police prepare to storm the bank, but Detective Raymond, who used to be an army negotiator, decides to talk to her. On the phone, Janiyah cries, saying she never meant to hurt anyone and the gun went off by accident. She just wants money to take care of her daughter. Raymond listens and tries to calm her, explaining that people outside think she's holding everyone hostage. But Janiyah, tired and scared of the system that has failed her over and over, refuses to surrender. When an old woman asks to sit down, Janiyah gently tells the others to get her a chair, showing she still cares for others even in her pain. The police see her backpack on camera and think it's a bomb. An older couple softly begs Janiyah to surrender. Feeling guilty, she apologizes and lets them leave, her emotions slowly falling apart. Then Arya's backpack starts beeping. Scared, Janiyah opens it to stop the sound, but everyone panics, thinking it's a bomb. Watching through cameras, Detective Raymond notices something unusual. This isn't a robber, she says. This is a desperate mother. She asks the police to wait and not use force. Finally, Raymond gets permission to call Janiyah again. Janiyah, shaking with fear, slowly answers. Her voice is weak. She says she isn't robbing anyone. Meanwhile, one of the tellers is live streaming the scene, and people online start to see Janiyah as a mother in pain, not a criminal. Janiyah tells Raymond she's because she saw the same off-duty officer outside, the one who once threatened to shoot her. Then she breaks down completely, crying about everything. Her boss refusing her check, the cops towing her car, losing Arya, and getting evicted. She says she just wanted to feed her daughter. Raymond listens quietly and then shares her own story, saying she was also raised by a single mother who worked hard in a world that didn't care. For a moment, the two women connect deeply through shared pain. Janiyah is still afraid and demands that the officer who threatened her be removed. Though nothing is solved yet, she finally feels heard. Outside, the live stream goes viral. People start questioning the police and showing support for Janiyah. The officers, feeling the pressure, cut the live feed, but it's too late. The world now sees her as a victim, not a villain. Inside, Nicole, the kind manager, helps Janiyah turn off the cameras so she can have some peace. Some hostages, once terrified, begin to understand her struggle. Even an old woman wishes her peace and hopes she'll be okay. Nicole helps Janiyah put on her coat and takes her to the manager's office. There, they have an honest talk. Janiyah notices a photo of Nicole's family and asks about them. The two open up, not as a robber and hostage, but as two mothers trying to survive. Nicole gently reminds her to think about Arya and to make the right choice. Janiyah agrees, but says she won't surrender until the officer who hurt her is gone. Outside, night falls and a crowd gathers, chanting, "Free Janiyah." The same homeless man she helped earlier appears on TV, telling everyone how kind she was. His words touch people everywhere, turning her into a symbol of struggle and strength. But the FBI arrives, wanting to end things fast. Raymond worries they'll ruin everything. Inside the hot, airless bank, Janiyah and the others sit quietly. Tessa, a nervous teller, snaps at her, but soon everyone realizes Janiyah isn't dangerous. She tells them about Arya's illness, the expensive hospital bills, and how hard it is to be poor. With tears in her eyes, she asks Nicole to take care of Arya if something happens to her. Nicole promises she will. Suddenly, an elderly woman feels sick. Janiyah tells Nicole to take her outside for help. Nicole goes, but soon comes back, shocking the police. Everyone watching begins to understand. Janiyah isn't holding anyone hostage. She's just holding on to hope. Tension rises again when the FBI blocks her call with Detective Raymond. Janiyah panics as Arya's backpack starts beeping once more. She opens it, and everyone sees it's not a bomb, just Arya's science project. Relief floods the room. She begs Nicole to tell the police it's safe. But Nicole quietly warns her to keep quiet. If the police think it's a bomb, they might hold back instead of rushing in. Outside, Detective Raymond confirms the truth. The off-duty officer who once threatened Janiyah has been found and arrested. Filled with anger, Detective Raymond punches one of the agents and rushes into the command center, demanding that the FBI stop their plan. She knows things are about to end badly and insists on speaking to Janiyah herself. Finally, she reaches her on the phone with new hope. The off-duty officer who threatened Janiyah has been arrested. But Janiyah, still hurt and distrustful, refuses to believe it. She asks to see a picture of him first. "Send me the photo," she says, "and I'll let everyone go." Raymond tries, but the FBI has blocked all signals. Calm but firm, Janiyah makes one last demand. Restore the connection and show the world the truth about that officer. Only then will she surrender. Raymond agrees, touched by her courage. For the first time, Janiyah smiles through her tears. Someone finally believes her. But the FBI refuses her request and decides to attack the bank instead. Refusing to let violence win, Raymond takes charge. She storms out and personally delivers the officer's photo to the bank through Nicole. When Janiyah sees it, tears fill her eyes. "That's him," she whispers. She finally feels seen and understood. Keeping her promise, she agrees to release the hostages. But Nicole refuses to leave, choosing to stay beside her. This simple act of kindness shocks Janiyah. For once, someone is standing with her instead of turning away. Then Janiyah's phone rings. It's her mother. Her voice is soft but heavy with sorrow. "Why did you rob that bank?" she asks gently. Janiyah says she needed to buy Arya's medicine. But her mother reveals the heartbreaking truth. Arya died the night before from the seizure. The world seems to collapse around Janiyah. Everything she thought was real, Arya at school, child services, even a backpack, was all in her mind. Her grief had created a world where her daughter was still alive, just to help her survive the pain. Nicole, who had sensed the truth all along, stayed not out of fear, but love, to comfort Janiyah through her heartbreak. Janiyah imagines chaos, police, gas, gunfire, but it's only in her mind. In reality, she slowly steps out of the bank, her hands raised, her face calm but full of sorrow. Detective Raymond greets her gently, without violence. Nicole stands beside her, offering quiet support. The crowd outside cheers loudly, not out of hate but compassion. Janiyah, once seen as dangerous, is now seen as human, a broken mother who just wanted to be heard.